Okay, welcome back to Dublin Academy Online. Okay, now my name is Michael and it's Leaving Cert Ordinary Level Maths Series 9 Episode 2 Paper 2 The Circle. Intersecting lines and circles. Okay, now before I go on I meant to mention that you can find me on dublinacademy@gmail.com. So that's email dublinacademy@gmail.com. dublinacademy@gmail.com. Now today we're going to do intersecting lines and circles. Now it's quite these questions are quite common. Okay, so look at this. This is intersecting lines and simultaneous equations. You remember simultaneous equations? Okay, now they're everywhere in the series, especially in series 1. Now I have to find something that's common with these. Okay, so I'm going to substitute this into that sub. Okay, so I'm going to make this x the subject of the formula because x is on its own and it's nice and handy to work with. That becomes 2y plus 5, and I'm going to substitute that back in there. Okay, wherever I see x. Okay. So I substitute this. I've said that x is equal to this, so I'm going to x squared plus y squared is equal to 25, substituted in for x, so that becomes 2y plus 5 all to be squared plus y squared is equal to 25. So I have to find the point of intersection of a line and a circle, and this is how you do it, because they're common. Okay, they have something in common. When they're circle is 0, 0, okay? So the line is passing through here at one point only. So there's something common. There's a point that's common on this line and there's a point that's common on the circle, and both of them will satisfy the equations. Therefore the equations are equal on that point. Now I have to multiply this out. That becomes 2y plus 5 by 2y plus 5 plus y squared. Now this is algebra. Okay, so you multiply 2y by all of this, so it's 2y by 2y plus 5 plus 5 by 2y plus 5 plus y squared is equal to 25. Okay, so you got 4y squared plus 10y plus 10y plus 25 plus y squared is equal to 25. Okay, just check that. Right. Okay, so you add them all up. Right, this 25 cancels with this 25. This becomes 5y squared plus 20y, and it's equal to 0. Okay, so there's no constant here, right? So to simplify this, divide across by 5, and because y squared plus 4y is equal to 0, and then we factorize it. Okay, so factorize, get the factors of this. I'm going to bring it up to the top here. So I have to find the factors of y squared minus plus 4y is equal to 0. So the factors are, take out the common factor, which is y. Y by y plus 4 is equal to 0. You see what I've done here? I factorize out y. So y in this case is equal to 0, or y plus 4 is equal, or y is equal to minus 4. Do you see what I did there? Y plus 4 is equal to 0, y is equal to minus 4, and y is equal to 0. Okay, so you got 2 points here. Now, in order for me to find out what these 2 points, what the corresponding x and y values is, I have to go back in and substitute. Actually, I can substitute into either one of these equations, but this is the most simplest one. So when x is equal to 2y plus 5, and when y is equal to 0, x is equal to 2 times 0 plus 5, x is equal to 5. So that's my first set of points is 5, 0. And then I put in where y is equal to minus 4, y is equal to minus 4, x is equal to 2 times minus 4 plus 5, which is equal to minus 8 plus 5 is minus 3. So you get the point minus 3, 4. So you get a point minus 3, so you got minus 3, 4 for x, minus 4. So let's have a look at this again. So y is equal to minus 4. Okay, y is equal to this is okay, factors there look okay, so this is, yeah, all seems to be okay by me. So it's plus, yeah. So y is equal to minus 4. Okay, so there we go. Minus 3, minus 4. Okay, I'm just checking those answers. And these are the point of intersection of the line and the circle. And it's actually a secant. Okay, now it's got 2 points of intersection here. Okay, let me just rub this out here and let me try and show you this. So in other words, this circle unit, or this circle with center 0, 0 has a line passing through it, something like this. Okay, and well, it's totally the other way around, but anyway, we'll have it's probably down here somewhere. So it's at minus 3, minus 4 and 5, 0, so it's up here, 5, 0. So it passes to here. Okay, so that's 3 lines, but anyway, this is the one here. I'm only approximating here. So you can see that this passes through 2 points. Okay, so it's called a secant, as opposed to a tangent, which passes at only 1 point of intersection. Okay, now they use a lot of tangents because a tangent can lead you on to find the length of the radius. Okay, or its slope will be. Don't forget that it's slope. In circles, you have to remember that when you have a line going out there and the tangent that cuts it, it's a right angle here, so that the slopes, the sum of their slopes is going to be equal to, multiplied by each other, is going to equal to minus 1. Now this is in series 7, okay, the line, all about slopes. Now the next one, it says, I'm going to do another question, and it says, the point of intersection between K, the point of intersection between K and circle C, so you got K and C, is 5, 0 and 3, 4. Okay. So here we go, 2 values again, and it's not a tangent. That's the first thing you can deduce by this. It's a secant. Okay. Now, so this I'm going to draw the circle. This passes through 2 points here. I have to find the midpoint of this line. Okay. Why do I find the midpoint? I have to find the midpoint to find the center. Okay, so the point of intersection is, what's the question? Find the point of intersection. The point of intersection, so it says find the equation of the tangent to the circle. Alright, okay, so that's related to the last question. Right, the point of intersection between K and circle C. Alright, that was the last question we did. Right, so that's related to the last question, right, which was minus 3, minus 4 actually. Next one, sorry about that. Find the equation of the tangent. The equation of the tangent to the circle. X squared plus y squared is equal to 29. Okay, so find the equation at the point minus 2, 5. Now you notice that they do most of these questions related to this because it's the other one is quite difficult to do. Okay, so we have to find the equation of the tangent to the circle at that point, C. At the point C. Right. Okay, so the first thing we do is we have to find the equation of the tangent. We have to find the slope first, okay? Now, we can find the slope, but we can find, let's find the slope between, let's pick a point, okay? So we have to pick a point, we've only got 1 point to pick, minus 2, 5. Alright, so you can see that you're going from center 0, 0, okay? So you're going to go from there to there. So you got 0, 0, okay? Now, if I find the slope of this line, it means that I can inverse it and find the slope of the tangent, okay? To this point, okay? So I'll do that again. If I find the slope of this line or the radius, if I find the slope of the radius, so the slope of the radius is equal to the y's over the x's. Do you remember the y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1? So it's the y's over the x's. It's the rate of how high you will rise. We did this all before anyway. So let's look at the points here. So we've got 0, 0 and 2. So this is we've got 0, 0 as a point. Okay, so 0, 0, and we've got minus 2, 5. Okay, so this is x1, x1, y1, x2, y2. Okay, so I'm putting them into the slope. I'm going to find the slope of R, because in order for me to find the slope of the line, I need to invert this slope. I'll show you now in a while. So y2 minus y1, which is 5, minus 0, all over x2, which is minus 2, minus 0. Okay, so that's equal to 5 over minus 2, which is the same as minus 5 over 2. Okay, we always bring the minus up to the top. Now, so I found the slope of R. R is the slope of R, m of R is equal to minus 5 over 2. Now the slope of that tangent means that what do I need to multiply minus 5 over 2 by what slope will give me minus 1? Well, I know if I invert it and change the sign, that will be the slope of this line here. Do you understand? Because it's a right angle. Okay? And they've got, so the rule is the sum of the product of the slopes will equal to minus 1. So if I invert this, and change the sign, so that becomes 2 over 5. And this becomes a positive. So that's the slope of t, the new slope of t. Okay? Hope you get that. So now I have to go on and I have to find the equation. So the slope of it's 2 to 3, so okay, that's fine. So next I have to find the equation of a line. So to find the equation of a line is a formula, okay? And it's y minus y1 is equal to m times x minus x1. Okay, this doesn't need to be in brackets because there's nothing multiplied by it. So we pick a set of points. We've got a set of points on the circle which was minus 5, 2. Okay, so minus 5, 2 is x1, y1 because it's common to the line as well. So it's y minus 5 is equal to m, which is 2 times over 5, times x minus x1, which is minus 2. Do you see that there? Okay, so that becomes y minus 5 is equal to 2 over x. I'm going to bring the 5 across and I'm going to multiply by 5 is equal to 2 times x plus 2. Okay, I multiply it out and it becomes 5y minus 25 is equal to 2x plus 4. I bring them over and it becomes 2x minus 5y becomes plus 29 is equal to 0. And this is the equation of the tangent of tangent t. Okay? Right, now that was quite the two questions overlapped. The first question overlapped with the second one, but you can imagine that I'm not going to redo the video because it just takes too much time when you make all these, when you make some errors. But you see that this question has now, you now know how to do a tangent and you now know how to do a circle. The next part is the questions. Okay, now I said before, practice, 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 and here's the questions here. So we're looking at find the point of intersection of the line L and the circle C in each of the following. Okay, so this is simultaneous equation, straight up forward, make x, well, it depends on what you want, okay? You can make x the subject of the formula, it would be nice for all of it actually. So find the equation of the tangent t to the circle, this one, okay, at the point 1, 3. So the center of the circle, okay, so you have to change this to the center of the circle because it's x minus h. So that means x minus h, so it's be minus 2 plus 1. Okay, so you understand what I'm saying here? So in the original it was x minus h to be squared plus y minus k all to be squared is equal to r squared. So in order for that to be plus 2, it had to be, do you understand? So you go x plus 2 is equal to x is equal to minus 2, so it had to be minus 2. Okay, minus minus plus 2, so your values was plus 2, you just change the signs, okay? Minus 2, sorry. So that's pretty okay now. I've kind of explained that to you. I hope I have. You go back over your notes and you look at it. Find the equation of the tangent k to the circle C at this point, at that point 2, 1 is the same principle again. Okay, find the slope, it's the same as here. Find the slope, invert it because it's perpendicular, and you should be able to solve that question. Okay, remember now, do as many questions as you can. If you think you have got a great grip on it, do these last 2 questions. Okay, and if you get them right, then you don't have to do these. Okay, thank you, bye bye.